Let's see. Live chat. Okay. Hold on, I'm fixing stuff. I'm here. That's a bit, that's pretty good. Turn that one down. My eyes. I can't see. I'm here. I'm fixing lights and crap. We all here. Yeah, I'm putting it out. Needed a put. Oh, anybody showed up. Trying to get this right on. Hello. I'm getting my glasses. I'm coming. I think I gotta get closer. Just a little bit. Okay. My voice is wriggly. Hello, Sheldon. How are you today? We're messing with a new phone. I got data, but that stuff's driving me nuts. I might turn those out in a moment. Hello. I'm trying to work with the lights here. That's a little bit better. My eyes are all puffy. Hello, Rare Breeds. Someone sent me some messages. I got them all. In between changing phones, they did a wonderful job. I'll tell you about AT&T. It's an unbelievable story. Things are getting really weird for like the last couple of years with me. Keep running into different people I had interactions with, but only over the phone. But some of those people, those interactions and projects I had going turned into something humongous like Second Harvest. And I keep running into more and more people like that. And when you find out who was working at AT&T, it is going to blow your mind. It is going to blow your mind. You don't believe in the Almighty, you're going to believe tonight, because that's it. I ran into 2 people within 24 hours of the mouse having to be put down. We'll get into that in a couple minutes. Not doing so good. This thing keeps getting stuck over here, but I got a brand new phone and a really, really good one. I got a hell of a deal on AT&T. All kinds of military discounts, government worker, federal, because I'm still active duty, federal officer. I get a discount like that. Gonna get into all that in a minute or two, because you won't believe how I got all this. Lord. Wednesday was a horrible day. Of course, we got to the place the last time Mouse had been to the doctor, he got clipped. So he knew right away something was up. So we got in the room. The woman was very nice. All very nice people. Even the people in the next room, their dog has stage 4 cancer. They're taking him home for a couple more days or something. And the lady gave me her phone number. I gotta look for it in my wallet. I couldn't remember when they're putting their dog down. She sat with me in the lobby while they were doing his last exam. So they were leading up to what I was doing, So it was hard for them to run into me in the lobby, but his wife she just ran up and hugged me. She didn't even ask. She knew why we're there. It's the only reason why you go there, really. One side is for checkups, and then they have 2 separate designated rooms for the euthanasia. That was rough. They give him 3 shots like they do when they give someone a chemical injection, but they had to put an IV in his arm. That was hard. I could hear him screaming. He howled. I haven't heard him talk in a week. Almost. He's trying to call me when he needed something, and he couldn't get the words out. He was just, first it was, ah, all gravelly. Then the next day, he lost his voice altogether. Couldn't speak anymore. He was just mouthing the words, ma, ma, like mouth, ma, like he was screaming for me, and he trying to talk. I had to stay with him, like in eye shot, like all day long. Couldn't be away from him in case he was getting sick. He was eating, but he stopped pooping. It was like 5 days by the time we got there. Some kind of renal kidney failure, cancer. She says he was blowing up and very puffy inside, so he may have had kidney tumors. She commended me for bringing him in early. She said he only had a few more days to live. He fought as we were putting the needle in. She said, this is adrenaline, right? I said, oh, I know. It's not a miracle. I understand. Hey, Shannon, how are you? But first they give him the anesthesia and dope him up. And they got a little kooky. And he was like, whoa, moaning, making noises. Didn't know what was happening to him. His eyes were wall. He was stoned out of his mind, this poor cat. He just kind of we laid him down. And I was holding his head in my hands like this way to his face, leaning over. She brought a chair. They put the saline through to rush the anesthesia, go through faster, push it into the liver. But then she gave him I forget, some kind of fentanyl shot, the third one. Oh, I'm looking for, my glasses on my freaking head. Thank you. I know, Shannon, I know. So she gave the last shot, nailed his little face in my hand, told him to find Daddy and Grandpa. And Robin with her 8 kitties said that you got plenty of company up there because they put her cats to sleep when she lost her mind. But he fell right to sleep in my arms, looking at me, and gave him a kiss. We sat there for a couple of minutes making sure he was gone. About 20 minutes. We sat and talked, me and the woman. Lord. I'm supposed to get him back sometime this week. She's going to try and put a rush on it. You don't realize how much of your day is spent taking care of them all day long. It's just feeding, cleaning, changing, more feeding. Give me this. I need that. It's more work than having a child. I can tell you that right now. Richie had 2. Forget it. The cat was like worse than having the 2 kids. Oh. I put up a video a little while ago. Yeah, I know. Just, Jesus Christ. Saw a bunch of people pointing up at the sky, and I was looking at the dashboard. I didn't get the clay footprints. I bought this horrible cat litter in the dollar store. Don't buy it. It's pure clay. Once it gets wet, it turns into clay where you can make a pot out of it. Don't get that shit. I didn't see, because we were set up camping out for 3 days straight. I wasn't getting into the front seat again. I didn't notice. So for 3 days, that clay baked in the sun on the dashboard. I'll take a video of it tomorrow. The entire dashboard is covered in his paw prints from one end to the other. Even Morgan tried to help me get something to get that off. She goes, oh my God, they just baked on. And I was going to spray the black Raptor spray, that textured rubber stuff on the dashboard, but we weren't sure if just the heat inside the car is different than being in the sun. Hello, Desert Dawn. How are you? And Gone with Kale. Yes. um, it doesn't come off, no matter what you use. We've tried everything. I even tried sandpaper. It's just, that's it. His paw prints are baked into the entire dashboard. And I was thinking as I went, I had to go back out to the car. And I went back in, I looked at the dashboard. I said, no, I don't need the clay footprints. They're all over the dashboard. So I got a little frame. Hello, Commander Jack. How are you? Oh, I got, well, not these people, but I like the frame. And I'm going to print out one of my favorite, I think the one with him sitting on the banana. I put that up a while ago. Good. My head hurts. I forget where I was going. Oh, so I'm going to print out a picture and put it on the dashboard. And his ashes, it's funny, come in a blue cylinder with little silver paw prints on it to match the dashboard. But it's in our ribbon. I don't have it here. I'll get it. Actually, it's the color of his collar. I don't need to see that. It looks a little, it's whatever this color blue is. That's the September 11th color. And I started laughing. And that's coming into play right now. We got some peoples here. Gotta explain how I got this cool shit. I was gonna go into Burger King, but I felt sick to my stomach. I said, let me go to AT&T's right across. I'm using their prepaid. Find out how I can boost my data on the stupid little phone I bought just to get through the month. I needed to keep busy. My radio broke. I bought another one at Ollie's. It's a piece of junk. Thank you. I'm gonna need the prayers. Oh, my nose is running. Wait, let's back up a little bit. So I couldn't go into McDonald's. I got too sick. Hold on. Look around. Look at that. How cute. I'm a little baby died. Okay. I'm back. So I decided to run over to AT&T because they closed at 7. Did you get the fan? Do you love it or what? It like blows your hair off. Low is, I never use it on high. I use it on high if I'm smoking as an exhaust fan. But sometimes I put one of, I'll show you guys. $10 in Walmart. Gimme. I'll show you the purple one. It's easier to see. This guy. Right here. Little USB. And it's this. Wait. Turn it around. It's Mainstay. 1088 Walmart. I want to be a sponsor and a spokesperson. You people listening out there? Because I don't think so. I'll do your commercials. I don't care. I'm sweating. Okay? I never use it on high. And I put one like up here by the ceiling. I'm getting better. Up here. I hang it from up here. And you can point it in all the directions you want to. The whole stupid thing moves. Yeah, I'm doing a commercial for Walmart. Yeah, I just used the power cord from the dollar store. Hold on. I'm going to do videos now. You want videos? I'll give you freaking videos. I'm going to be worse than Minivan Lee and Lulu. I finally found Lulu. I got some data. I stayed up all night. Oh, God, we need more prayers. Oh, see? I put the loop on the clips from the dollar store. And then I hang it up here underneath that rubber strip. Thank you. Wait. Oh. Minivan Lee for that tip. Right there. And just hang it right in the window. Oh, that's where I was going before. Yes, that's what I do. I have, I got a hanger from my thing. Thank you, Kay. It's been hard. Oh, what was I saying? I forgot. But yeah, get those stupid fans. They're excellent. Um, oh, more prayers. Matthew, Van Life Plus, his cat Stella got sick a while ago, and they're 99.9% sure she got cancer. She's lost a lot of weight. She's having trouble pooping. I was clipping it on the end of his 5-hour live stream, Jesus. And she's getting sick and she's missing the cat box. That's the first sign. I thought he was being spiteful because of the van and the whole not going home and him dying. It took him a long time to stop waiting. One night, this is why I thought that he was being spiteful by missing the box. I love her. She's good. Minivan Lee. You gotta watch Lulu's Way. I love Lulu. She talks like me. She's from Boston. She's real, you know. This is what I'm gonna look like when I'm freaking 80, okay? This lady, she's gotta like bite her tongue every time she says something. She's a riot. I love her. I love her. Thank you, dearest Dawn. Thank you so much. So pray for his kitty Stella. She's not doing well. And yeah, so poor little Stella, very sick. But that's one of the big things is that they stand in the cat box, but they pee on the outside. That means something's wrong, and they confused. I gave him food, he didn't know how to eat it. I had to pretend to eat the food and then give it to him, and then he started eating. He didn't know what it was. And I said, oh boy, something's kooky there, you know. Oh, thank you. um, but Oh, so people were pointing outside, and I was thinking of him and looking at the dashboard, and I put his bowl and his leash on the front where he was sitting. I look up, there was a double rainbow. The entire rainbow from one end of the parking lot to another right over us. It's a short I just put up. You gotta check it out. What? Who the hell are you? Alright, who's this asshole? YouTube was blocking him for a minute. Or her, whoever the hell it is. Oh, good for you, asshole. So, anyway, it probably is. I'll find out in a minute. Okay, thank you, Shannon. I know, I don't know how to make someone a moderator. We're gonna have to. Somebody's gonna be that big of an asshole. But people have been getting a lot of that, and I don't know if it's his bot crap or whatever it is. So, we'll find out. But, oh, the phone. The phone is important. I went into the store. There was a man came over to help me out. We were talking, and oh, okay, it's a child. So we start talking, and I tell him I got the channel, and I explain why why I did the channel in the first place. So we to, let people understand what it's like to live this life. So he says, "Oh my God," he says, "Where were you? What was your job over there?" I said, "I was waiting outside the tunnel." I said, "For you guys to bring the boats over." I said, "We went over, you grabbed them over there, threw on, I'm trying to think of the word, tourniquets and stuff, just to stop the bleeding enough to get them out of the scene into a boat to me, where we're doing the triage, washing them off, sticking them in an ambulance, and figuring out what hospitals we're sending who to. We sorted them out on my side. So they would stop the bleeding, stick them on a boat, send them to us, and then we ship them out. process them. He was also there for the first 9 months. He was part of the rescue crew who came from Miami. They yanked him out of his job, sent a car for him, went to pick up his family. They all went. His family went in a separate thing with some Marine crew that came. It was the high-risk rescue, like Delta Force guys. Okay, we needed them up there. And this guy saw the worst of the worst. He got him right before I did and sent him right to me. We were sitting on the other side of the table like, oh my God. He said, you're the woman I sent everything to. I know who you are, but I never met you because I wasn't allowed to leave. Right after that, boom, in a car, boom, right to the hotel. That's it. I saw no one. Decontamination shit that took hours to wash off. I said, yeah, no kidding. We talked I was there for like 3 hours. I went in at like friggin' 2:30 in the afternoon. And I walked out the door. It was 6:30. So, he helped me out. We're going to see if this really is what they say it is. I said, I want to go live, like, I don't know, every day, all day, but this is my source of entertainment. So I need to watch my stuff, start editing videos. Thursday, I go get a tablet. It was a dual deal for what I want to do. I got all my discounts. They gave me everything. They ran my name, my driver's license. It took 20 minutes to do my background check. They came back. They gave me military, VA, active duty, responding officer, federal, because I'm still active duty. You actually get two things. One because of what you are with a first responder. Then I got a second one because I'm an active duty federal employee still, whether you get paid or not. That's just it. He does too. It was madness. It was madness. And the crap he saw. And remember, I was telling you about the trucks, the 3 trucks that came, one with water, one with duct tape, and one with the shrink wrap plastic. I found out something horrible about that shrink wrap plastic and the duct tape, and how I ended up with the rest of it. Oh, oh, oh. Just, they were looking for pinkies, anything, okay? These were the digger guys. And those were the ones in complete. They actually wore 2 hazmat suits, one on top of another. I don't know how they did that. For 9 months, I would have ripped that thing off hold on, I gotta move. Claustrophobia attack. I don't know why I'm holding the phone. I forgot. This one bends in half. I forget the name of it. He had one left and one of the other tablets, but it wasn't the right one. So they had to get it from another store, and they'll be there on Thursday so I can edit videos and stream my TV shows, use the phone to record for the live for the YouTube, and then use my tablet for my personal use of TV and listening to my radio podcast and stuff. So hopefully, and it's half the price the Starlink was, and this is still a satellite phone. So it works on the original satellites, not Starlink satellites. So this should be perfect. God. What? Oh my God. Anyway, all right, good. I'm glad, because it's really nice. The van's holding up because it's really hot. I hit a pothole the size of the Grand Canyon pulling into this Taco Bell, and I couldn't remember why I never went to it, and then it bam right into this hole. I was like, oh crap. So I got the wires on right, but there's still a burning smell, and it's right coming where the windshield wiper is attached, say, and then there's rubber, and then the hood starts. It's rubber from the glass all the way down. Somewhere between the fuse box and where the windshield starts is a hot spot, and it smells like burning plastic, melting. It's warm, Not burning, just you could smell, wait, what's that? Before the flames come and everything starts melting, there's a different smell. Uh, but yeah, I gotta get to the auto guy. The bad thing is that by the time I get the money to figure this out, it's gonna be September, and here comes friggin' Labor Day. Guy will be gone again, so I gotta get to him after I pick up the mouse. He's kind of far away, and I need to pick up his ashes. But I hope the guy can fix this shit in one day. If not, I'm gonna tell him I'll give him $100 a week or a month to stay in the parking lot. I'll watch the store for you. Call the cops. I don't give a shit. You're gonna fix my car. I need to sleep in it, you know. So I gotta figure that out too. Ain't no rental cars. Yeah, I couldn't believe that he was in the head. He was in. We had two tents that we were in charge of. I said my tent on my side, and the tent that was bandaging people up with missing arms, and then they had to wrap up someone's arm. They had the arm or they had the piece of leg because it got cut off by falling building concrete, and they were using the shrink wrap to wrap up the parts of people that still had that they could possibly reattach, but they also take it with them. Ah, that's why I was glad to be on my side. I wanted to be on the receiving end, the receiving end of the processing. Triage is triage, and that's nasty. That is, no, no, no. He was part of the crew who had to. They had to get everything, the jumpers. Okay, getting me 100 stories up. Wow, no, absolutely not. Oh, I was not dealing with that. That's one thing. I found enough dead bodies in my time. I don't want to see what happens when you hit the ground at 200 miles an hour. I heard live recordings of them hitting the ground. They sound like bombs going off. Oh, Jesus, the firemen were cringing in this one raw video. I think I posted it on one of my things. I don't know. But, no, they don't have anything for that. We are... Yeah, and you know which one it is? That when I wiggle the negative battery, that's when that thing went click, click, click. And then I heard ding, 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 and the bells went off. I jumped in the car and I quick started it. But it's hesitating. She doesn't want, when I sit at the red light, my foot on the brake. She doesn't like to idle and drive with my foot on the brake. The minute I put it in the park, everything is fine. The hell, these stupid computers, I'm gonna scream. But at least now I know where, between the fuse box, the battery, and the ECU module. But nobody's got those vouchers. No, we don't, because we ran out of vouchers because 2 hurricanes, the entire West Coast came this way. A lot of people relocated. They couldn't take it. After what happened, they got wiped out. They wanted to come to our side. It's just too much over there. The water's so warm over there. The storms are worse. 40-mile-an-hour winds could tear your house down over there. They go from 40 to 80. That hot air. That's why always cold water. Never live by the hot water. It just heats and makes the storms bigger. That's what happened with Katrina. That water, I think it was 95 degrees. It was insane that summer. But I want to be by the cold water. And you get a cooler breeze at night. But yeah, we're fresh out of hotels. Like I said, we still, before he died, they still had 32 people from Puerto Rico. That was 6 years ago. Or 5, whatever it was. They're still living there. Because there's nowhere for them to move out to. I said, what? Like that. He said, there's no housing. So when we took half of the country of Puerto Rico, we were already running out of room. That's when the woman told me it's been closed for like years. Where have you been? I said, I heard them saying they were shutting down the things in the list, but I thought that was just because of the Puerto Rico thing. She says, yeah, we never came back. That's it. We filled every available house, every available apartment between the victims here and the victims there. And we even took some people from Jamaica when that thing went bang, bam, bam, and hit 3 of us at once. That thing was crazy. That's the storm that lifted the back of the house up in the air and wiped out the back of my neighbor's, which was exactly 40 feet from the bed we were sitting in, leaning against the back wall of the trailer. His whole house got twisted up in the back. He had a shed attached to the back of his house sticking out. Don't, when you got something flat, leave it flat. Don't stick something out for the wind to catch and get underneath. That's what happens. The wind has to bounce off your house like a car driving through the wind. And that's what happens down here. People put crazy crap on their houses. It's madness. They said they were over. Thank you, Jackie. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, I know. If I can get the hell out of here, everybody's like, come to Minnesota, come over here, come to Illinois, come to Ohio. Yes, I can upload the videos now. We got data for days. We're supposed to. We're gonna put it through the test. Oh, my ass is falling asleep. This bed sucks. But yeah, I'd be able to upload and do everything. I was testing it out. I gotta get this off. Making me nuts. My head. Look at my hair. I need a haircut. I found a shop that I think this girl can actually cut my hair to do what I want it to do. All right, that's better. Everything's making me itchy. Yeah, they're renting out. They're actually pushing those now. The storage sheds and stuff. People, when I've been looking everywhere. The apartments that are under $500 a month. I just asked for the city and the address and pretended I was coming, and that's on the phone that's getting probably shut off right now. Shut off at 5 o'clock, so I quick made a bunch of phone calls because I'm letting that one go just to see. People put up a thing, they don't put up a picture of themselves, and it's only men. Men are renting bedrooms for $300, $400, $250. The women, because all their apartments are like $2,000, $2,200 down here. I didn't realize how crazy the rents got in the last couple of years. To rent a bedroom, just a bedroom in someone's house, it is like $1,200. That's it. People are renting spots in driveways. $85 a month, $100 a week. Some of them have a little, like the little icon for the contact, like a little thing with shoulders with a circle for a head, and then they put a line through it, meaning you can't sleep in it. And I thought of even doing that, because it got not so crowded out here. I know, right? So I took the money that I would have spent on the Starlink internet and just, it's half the price. Even with the insurance on both products, hell no. $20 a month, I got the top insurance on it because I got the discounts, and half the price. Holy cow, they were very kind, really kind to give me all the discounts. They even gave me Marine military discounts. I got like 5 different discounts. It was supposed to be like $145 a month. I'm paying half. They cut it in half. What the hell is that? Freaking mosquito. Get off my phone. This is pretty cool. I don't even know what the hell I got. It folds in half. It's the AT&T one that folds in half, but it's the really expensive one. But I got it for $5 a month. It's supposed to be $12 a month. They gave it to me for $5 a month. Those were part of the discounts. They cut the monthly payments in half so I could have top of the line everything to say thank you. But yeah, it was amazing to have met him. It just, and there were two sales guys, and he walked right over to me. And he teared up, and he started crying, and I started crying. It was just going through. It was nice. It was nice. But it's been like a weird thing since I got here. Meeting people from New York that I had such huge projects going on with, but I never met in person. All my work with the Second Harvest woman, the Reverend Robin, and the woman who ran the office for the soup kitchen, who ran the Meals on Wheels, with Jennifer. So Reverend Robin worked in the office, and Jennifer was running the Meals on Wheels kitchen. That was me and her and my friend Robin. My girl, where is she? I don't know if we can see her there. There she is. Robin. Okay. You've seen her before. I met them at church in the parking lot. That was 30 years ago. When we first started, and here came Seven August, and I got to see it live and in person, standing on the line myself. It was friggin' whacked. But seeing this guy, I never got to meet him, and they were the ones directly sending me messages and stuff and supplies and shit. He said, yeah, we sent you that over because we figured you guys have to cover the windows, and depending on what else came my way on the boats, I don't know, you want me to explain any more of what we were doing, is shrink wrap plastic and duct tape on the non-survivors. You have to secure evidence like an evidence bag, which was kind of nice. They didn't just throw them in that black. They did that and then put them in the black bags. I said, those were the black bags you were sending me? I said that we were putting in the parking spaces with the numbers. He said, yeah, we were doing it over there. That's why our two things had to match. I said, oh my God. And he explained some stuff that I said, I had questions. And I asked his questions. He answered mine. I said, what do you want to know? And I answered a whole bunch of his questions. I said, now that nobody's looking, what happened over there? It was nice. It was nice. So, yes. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna do commercials for AT&T. Thank you very much. No, I know, and I know, and he works for the phone company, right? That I need. A funny thing happened too. After Mouse, I was stopped in at the racetrack to use the bathroom. I got sick. My mind got off with my stomach, and I ran into the fucking place. Oh God, I got so sick. I came out, and there was this red car with a particular sticker on the back, and I love the sticker. I can't tell you what it is in case anybody else sees this. I don't want to out who she is because she's in the park too. So I kept seeing her and thinking, damn, this lady looks familiar. And she's been looking at me and I've been looking at her, but we haven't talked to each other because people don't do that in the park. You may pull up next to you, but nobody talks to anybody. Everybody respects everybody's privacy. And so when I came out, she could see I was crying. She comes running out of the car, gives me a hug, and she said, what happened? And I said, I just put my cat down. She goes, when? I said, at 12 o'clock. And I started crying. And when I backed up from her, I'm looking at her like, damn, she looks familiar. I said, I know you. And she goes, I know you, but something's different. And all of a sudden, as I backed up and I saw her by the car, I remembered where I met her. 2 weeks after the funeral. I had to go to the hotel to pick up his last paperwork and clean out the locker. I went to Home Depot first because I had to pick up some stuff. I knew I didn't want to drive around. I just wanted to get there and get home and lay down. I don't want to be driving thinking stupid shit. Not around here, people running red lights. You got to be on the ball down here. Every 5 minutes there's an accident up and down the street. All night long, all day. So So I went to Home Depot in the morning. She works the morning shift. And I looked at her. I said, "You were in Home Depot." And she says, "Oh my God." I said, "My hair was down to my ass and it was red. It's up to my ears and it's blonde again." She goes, "Oh my God, you're the woman in the black dress. I told you look pretty and you started crying. Your husband died, right?" I said, "Ah!" And we hugged each other again. I have not seen that woman since the funeral. And she pulled into the friggin' spot next to me like 3 hours after Mouse. I put him down. I came right from the hospital and I pulled over. I started crying. I had to pull into the gas station. I swear to God. It's been like, and then the next day I meet the guy from 9/11. It's been like, I got to see some people who were very important in my life that I never got to meet in person because we never had time. It's starting to freak me out a little bit. It's like seeing my life flash before my eyes, but in person. I am grateful. Yes. I'm just scared. Because I got a fucking Walgreens. I know. They sent me this because I don't have my oxygen machine. I don't know if you can read this shit. Where the hell is it? Can you read that? Backwards? My nitroglycerin pills. Instead of going through the roof, my blood pressure went down to 60/40. I know that's grief, but he's worried, so I have to go for the DEXA scan. He gave me those pills just in case because it's getting humid. Yeah, and then the rainbow today, right before 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you look what time I put it on, it was while I was doing my face. I saw everybody pointing up at the sky, and I was looking at the dashboard, looking at his bowl, and everybody goes like this, and I look out the window right outside the car, from one end of the car to the other. Look at the short I did. I did a 2-minute thing of it. I'll post that. I got some good shots of it. It was perfect. And it just disappeared in the middle, like into blue, the dark blue. So there we go. Yeah, I know. I know. Shit. Sorry. Now I cry. I can't breathe. But yeah, it's been a wacky freaking week. Wacky week. A lot of grifters. Couple grifters. Like, there's a guy in the park today, a quick left. I left real fast, too. It looks like this older man, a very older man, picked up a homeless teenager. There were piles of clothes on this table. I'm still pissing on myself that I didn't call the fucking cops. She was high as a kite, all fucked up, but this guy was a prize, and I was worried. I was worried. God, please don't let nothing happen to this chick, okay? Somewhere between 19 and 22. But she was fucking gone. She was gone. And there was like a suitcase in the back that was all beat up, but he had a pile of woman's clothes. So either he's plying her with clothes, because there's no way that this old man picked up this 20-year-old chick. No way. She was fucking desperate, or he's getting her high, buying her, getting her fix, and plying her with clothes and drugs. That's all I can fucking see. All I could see. And I kept staring in the van. I'm like, oh, go fuck yourself, dude. Because right now, if I shot you, I'd be doing that girl a favor. But it's hard. I was worried about the nurse's husband, coming after me. And I thought that was kind of stupid what I did. You know what I mean? But he could have killed her with that bottle of soda. And I thought later, yeah, asshole, he just threw a bottle of soda at his wife's head and didn't give a shit. You stupid asshole. Don't do that again. Yes. I know. I know. It's been insane. Hit the gurney. I am. Oh, God. Right. I was gonna go later when it calms down, go to the gym. It's a nice crowd in the middle of the night. There's a lot of women in there, a lot of nurses, people who work a night shift. Some people work out before they go to work to pump them up full of adrenaline when they work in the hospital because they're too tired after standing for 22 hours. So they get all pumped up at the gym, get that adrenaline rush going, and boom, off they come to work. Most interns work out. I think that most of these are interns at the hospital. So, yes. Who else is here? Glitcher. Hello, hello. Oh, it's bad. Every other day down here, my phone's been going off. Three children have been kidnapped in the last 48 hours. All over around from here to down by Jensen Beach. Like one in the middle, one by Vero, Sebastian, then one actually, I think it was Jensen Beach area. Then it was a Fort Pierce kid, and then it was somebody from up here, a little ways north of us, but still in Brevard County. My phone's been nonstop. And then all of a sudden, the park is cleared out. It's like everybody's gone, but these grifters are still here. And it's hard for people to tell how old I am from far away. I'm so goddamn skinny now. And with sunglasses and a hat and stuff on, you can't see wrinkles on the face. You know, I don't wear makeup like this. No, I have no makeup on, looking like I'm 90 years old. But then, you know, that puts a target on you too because you look fucking sick. So, either way, it's a fucking double-edged sword down here. But, yeah, a lot of shady little characters running around. Yeah, yeah, I used to dance all the time. Music, because I'm a musician, used to make me happy, so I would blast my things and dance around. But, yeah, I like the rowing machine. I can do all the ones where I'm sitting, he said. He's worried about the bicycle, but they have a bicycle where you lay down and pedal like one of those crazy ones. I'm trying to get the hang of it. But I spend about a half an hour all together. I can do 10 minutes at a time, uh, with like 15 minutes in between rest. He said, work for 10, rest for 15. He said, you got all night, right? I said, yeah. He said, just, you can't sleep, walk in the gym, just exercise for a while, but not too much. Gotta be careful walking out of the air conditioning into the sauna out here. It's humid, could cause an asthma attack. So I try to take a shower and cool off and relax for a while before I come back out. So if I do that, yeah, it keeps it going, might get the blood pressure up again. They're just worried because it drops down low. I've gone down to 60 over 30 and still been just like this. You don't notice whether it's 300 or it drops down. But, uh, let's see. I'm trying to think of what else. That's about it. It's been about a week. So, sometime between Monday and maybe Thursday, we should have him back. And, oh, God, my leg. Yes, my stomach is better. Yes, I did eat. I got some ham and some potato salad and stuff, so I don't have to cook anything. Just make some sandwiches for a day or two, and that'll be good. I don't know how to do that. I gotta take some little online classes for all that. Oh, thank you, sunshine. I don't know how to block Jack. I gotta go through, see if they got a little online class teaching how to use YouTube. Or figure out how to make someone a moderator. We gotta figure this out. But everybody's having problems with this. I think it's the computer. I swear to God, I think it is. Because everybody's got somebody. attacking them. Oh, okay. Thank you. Remove? Oh, it can remove it. Oh, I see how to make a moderator. Remove. Wait. Oh, you gotta do it on every single one? Oh, let me try it. Can you still hear me? Okay, I am. Try it again. It says put in a timeout. Hide the user on this channel. Hide the user. They're changing the words with this system. Everything is different. There it goes. All right, it's called hidden. Their name comes up. It just hides what they say. That's close enough. Oh, I gotta lay back. Ugh. Ow, my ass hurts. I got it. But everything was different learning on this. I couldn't even log in. I had to make another account. It wouldn't let me log in on CHICKFORT, so I had to make Jayne Wayne live from hashtag live from the van. Quick throw up a video. And then I finally, it took me about a half an hour logging in and out, changing the passcodes and adding verification codes. Now I got both channels. Could do the lives on one and the videos on another one. But that should be, everything went through. Yeah, we're still on for an hour here, so we'll see. Oh, good, it's gone. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's it. I can't wait to get the iPad. Learn how to edit the videos. Oh, man. My eyes hurt. Yeah, I'm trying. It's not that difficult. It's just learning it. I'm old. I don't want to learn this. I started out with that web TV. I wanted to do that so bad. And I was getting good at the web designing, making things move and, adding little stars. And I got boxes. I actually created a whole website. It was really interesting. I was learning HTML. And that's when my mother fucking swooped in and said, I don't think I can really work anymore. She got very sick. The cervical cancer got her. She says, if you want my job, you have it tomorrow, starting tomorrow. That's what they did with my cousin. Now she's head of public and media relations in Yale with her Harvard professor husband, which is exactly what they wanted all along. She's still into politics. Now she just does everything. So I don't know what her married name is. I don't know what his last name is. I found out that they had gotten married right before my mom died. And I lost a lot of that paperwork, so I don't even know her married name now. Oh, good. Okay. I figured that, or you can go to Best Buy to the Geek Squad, and you can go there and they show you how to do it. I just need to write it down. That's how I learned the the program for the computer, for the customs. I had to learn a whole program. It was just ours. I was like, what do you mean I gotta learn it? I don't know how to learn it. But it was easy once I got the hang of it. And it's just repetitious. It's not like it's going to change from week to week. So once I got it, I got it. I just got to write it down while I'm doing it. And to see if they have some books on the library. I just don't know what programs are going to be on. Oh, the woman at Home Depot. So we talked for a while. She showed me her car. She said, to hell with this, got rid of her apartment. And just forget, let me see how I like it. If not, I'll find another place to live. She's been doing it for about 3 or 4 years now. She's not going back. She loves it. She's got a smaller car. But she's nice. She's a nice lady. We talked for like about an hour and a half out here. talking shit, talking about the cars. I showed her the van. She was showing me inside the car. She was, I'm ripping my seat out. That's it. Look at all the room you got. I said that was the best thing I ever did was rip out the front seat. It gave me so much room. So she was very nice. Hello there, Kanye fan. 420. Nice name. I know, right? It's always been like that, always. I've people I haven't seen for like this one woman when my mother died. She moved away. She was one of the CEOs of PepsiCo, Pepsi Cola, in New York, and she was in California doing business out there, at the corporation, and she flew back and she just showed up at my house. I turned her. I was changing apartments after my mom died, and they gave me the bigger one I had wanted. Came available, and they finished fixing it up. It was still a cold apartment, so they said, we know we're putting you back in one of the uninsulated apartments, but we know it's the one you want, so 50-50. So I took it. We paid the extra heat bill to keep it warm because it was a bigger apartment. It was nice. So I was in the middle of moving stuff back and forth. Richie was with his kids at his dad's house, so I was trying to get everything fixed up and making my closets and doing my stuff. So I I heard a knock on the door. I thought it was the maintenance man. I walk over, it's her. She was like, my second mother, this woman. Her name was Ty. And she passed away recently. And she just come running in, grabbed me, sat me down on the floor, and we cried. She was like one of my mother's best friends in the whole world. So, yeah, they show up when you least expect it or when you need it. That was it. But it's always like that with me. And then they're gone again for a while. I don't. Morgan was up with. Wait, Johnny, right? Johnny. I've had no data. I have not been able to watch anything. I did the 2 live streams and I used it all with you. Last night was the first night in over a month since she's left that I actually had shit and I started going through and watching shit. But yeah. So we're waiting to see what's going on with those two. Oh, and of course it's synced. The one phone is going, and then I had the temporary phone, and now I got the new one, right? So he synced the phones to the Google email. All 3 phones go off with my alarms. Oh, Jesus. What time is it? Just reminding me to do different stuff in case I'm watching a movie, like turn out the lights. It's 10:30. Time to move if I'm changing parking lots. But, yeah. But I don't know. I saw part of her video. I started to watch Cooking by the River. And the other one I couldn't get through because it was 2.5 hours. Oh, the life update. And I got through some when she was talking in the beginning, and then this was starting. I said, shit, let me do the live first, and then I can go back and watch her videos. So I don't know what's been going. The last one I saw was meeting his mother. And then the ones, I guess the one up in the last 2 days. And that was it. But my phone is gone. So that phone's turned off now. They shut it off. I think it was 7:30, which is what I wanted. The screen is cracked anyway. It only has 2 hours worth of data on it. So it's gone. It was due this morning. Let's see. What else? That's it. The place is a mess. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. She just stood her up and didn't come? Oh, that's not nice. At least she could have came. That wasn't nice. That was not nice. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Sorry. I doubt it. I don't think so. She don't gotta stoop that low. She's fine. No. Oh, she wasn't feeling well. Okay. So they never met at all? Has he been on any of the videos? Did I like miss it? Or he hasn't come on at all? That's what was worrying me. It's like, why hasn't he come on? Thank you, Earl. And yeah, I hope not too. She doesn't have to do stuff like that. She don't gotta resort to shit like that. She's fine. They got everything they need. Oh, okay. Till they decide what they're doing, you know. Yeah, but she's not like she's, like some poor girl looking for money. Her family's rich. She comes from money. That's why I thought they were a better fit. He no, she didn't want the money because if she wanted it, she could go home and work for her brother. If she wanted a job and a shitload of cash, they got it over there, and she's out here. She don't fucking want it. She don't want that life. But it's one thing to talk, and then to spend time. I had pen pals, and you have people like you meet, like working, you got phone relationships. You talk every day on the phone. You think they're one way, and then you meet in person, and you don't really like each other, yet you're best friends on the phone. You share intimate details of your life because you've never met. And then meeting in person, you don't want to meet that sometimes. Sometimes it's just someone to talk to. But he don't, I saw the thing about his girls riding horses, and they're there every single weekend, so he's got a set schedule. I thought they would be traveling, a little bit together, but he's got a busy life. I was hoping it was going to work out. They used to talk a lot. I never knew who she was talking to. She said, not yet, not yet. I'm like, okay. She goes, just someone I'm thinking about. I was like, okay. She goes, seeing how this is going. So far, everything is great, but we've never met. I was like, okay. So she didn't ever tell me who it was. But he was on the channel, and that he wasn't, he had his life together. Like a job and a thing. He's got his own money, and he's set kind of thing. I was like, okay, that's good. I know. Thank you, tea lover. Thank you very much. Yes, I know. She wants to travel and be out. Yeah, I know. Amy's been making a lot of money. There was another girl I used to watch. I have to go through the subscriptions. She was a younger African American girl, and then she did a really cool van where she took these leather suitcases and just stacked them up on top of each other. They were graduated, like it made like a dresser. And then she just got these really cool leather straps and tied them together. And I said, she goes, you don't have to put wood and build in the van. And she was showing that's what I was trying to do, what she was doing, you know. Her van came out beautiful. It really did. And then her mom decided to get a van, and she ended up getting rid of that van. Oh, God, I would have killed for that van. And it wasn't much bigger than this. She was doing it in it was a minivan, but it was one size up from this, where it wasn't the Ford Eco line, but it was in between the two. It was a weird model. I forget what kind of van it was, but it was a little bit bigger than this and a little bit taller. It was pretty cool. It must have been a conversion van, but lower. Wasn't so high up in the air. I'm okay, Jamie. I'm just hanging in. My voice is cracking from crying and talking all day last night. Oh, Amy in the van. I'll have to look for her name. The other girl, really cool. The beginning ones were pretty cool, and now her mother joining her, and I think she does her own thing. I'm not sure, but they did a whole other. I think they did a Sprinter van now. They went in on it together, and now she's traveling with her mom. So it was pretty cool. They're down to earth kind of people, you know. I think her mother was like a teacher or something, you know, really cool people. I liked her. She was nice. She was young, probably about 25, just out of college or high school, in between going. But she was funny. There was another one that looked like her, but that was the one everybody thought she was faking. Basically, because of like a million subscribers in like a week or something. They were like phony ass numbers. They weren't, had to be on her. She was too phony to watch, you know, but the van was really cool. uh, but yeah, let's see. What else? Uh, oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot about her parents. Thank you. It's been a while since I watched. I was just watching a bunch of Australian, older. I don't even know how it came up. A bunch of older Australian ladies, then a whole bunch of couples. Oh, they were funny. They had some cool ideas. A lot of minivans and just that step panel van. That's only a little bit bigger than this. There was a guy in a park that cut the roof out. Let me see if I can show you. Built it up. It's like the front of a tractor trailer, all right, with that scoop that goes between the cab and the trailer, the cargo. It makes the wind go up. So he's got it on pitched up on an angle. It's like 3 feet high, rectangle, and it looks like the boat when the guys put the rowboat on the top. They glued it with their Flex Seal stuff, screwed it in, waterproofed it, then came inside the car and just took a saw and cut the roof out after they put the boat on first. That was all they did. And I was like, damn, that's real easy. But I took out the floor, dummies, so I can stand without ripping the roof off. But that was pretty cool. And they put shelves all on the inside and cabinets. He has to have huge cabinets up there. Right? And that could you just throw a rowboat on the car and cut it out. I was like, damn. I'm looking at Morgan. I was like, come on, we can do this. Look what you did. Fuck it. All we gotta do is screw some holes and put some bolts and caulk it on. I don't give a shit. Let's give it a try. It's like doing a roof. They got plenty of that rubber seal and stuff you could put on. I watched them do it. I watched a whole bunch of videos. It's easy. Yes, Ford Transit. That's it. That's it. That's it. Thank you. And I couldn't remember. But yeah. But I love Lulu. Lulu's got that street Boston accent and attitude. Like you see this old lady kicking ass in the neighborhood. Anybody bothering her? I love this woman. Oh, she's so funny when she gets going. She is a riot. She was redoing her van. I was just watching the new ones. They're all running off to New Hampshire. They're going up to Maine from Boston, her and a bunch of older women. I love it up there. Oh, it's beautiful, Maine. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Next thing you know, the little tornadoes will rip it right off. My bolts will get rusty and everything rusts. That's what we thought about it when we saw what was happening to her thing. It was letting go. It was rusting. Stuff was started happening to her back. She's got to tie that down. But yeah, I know every time you cut a hole in the car, it leaks. Oh, that's cool, Lulu. Oh, Lulu's a blast, man. You laugh your ass off. I love her. That's me at 80. She's biting her tongue like that. See some shit. She's got to work hard at that. I'd like to hear her off camera. She'll make you laugh. But she's a tough girl grew up in Boston. Me living over there next to the city and down here. And between the rich kids and the poor kids. I've lived between the rich and the poor my whole life. Been stuck in the middle. But she's a riot. I love her. And poor minivan Lee, her car broke down. I was freaking out. I couldn't watch. I didn't want to see it. I was petrified. Then I see her in a rental car. I said, oh no. And then she got pulled over by the cops. I said, that's it. I can't watch her. I'm going to jinx myself. uh, oh, yeah. Everything's go. I've been spraying everything with DW40. I got to attack my spring on my driver's door. The thing is broken. So when you open it, it doesn't hold itself open. If the wind blows, it slams that 200-pound door on your feet, which I found out day 3. I was wearing flip-flops, had my foot down, the wind came and it slammed it right on my foot. Right dead center. Oh, I had a bruise for weeks. No, yeah. Well, I don't have to worry about that for a while. I haven't been driving the car that far. I got like a 15-minute ride back and forth. That's it. Especially now. I got 4 days, $2 and a half tank of gas. I told the guys, like, I'll have to think back on Thursday. Is that fine? I'm like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you know what? I got a lot to do, so let me pick that up on Thursday. I'm like, shit, dude, I got no money. I just gave you my food money, put the deposit, get this phone. I can't sit here. I had to use this guy, I'll show you. This guy to run the refrigerator. And I'm down to like 43%, and the library didn't open till Monday. So it was so hot, the ice was melting in that thing in a couple of hours. By 5 o'clock, the ice was gone. From about 6 o'clock, 7 in the morning. Wasn't even lasting. I was hoping till at least 8 o'clock at night. So I've been plugging it into that for like an hour and a half, turning it off just to keep the temperature down and have some extra ice for tomorrow. But, oh. Oh, that's why. Cool. Oh, head's itching. But it's been hot. Oh yeah, we had a blast. That's what I ran. Where you see, does she videotape with her going into the senior center, having lunch and hanging out and doing? That's what I did. That was my day job. That was 9 to 1. And then 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 9 o'clock in the morning was the night watch for the emergency services. That's when I had the set of keys to the entire town waiting for a fire and the ambulance and somebody call the cops. Oh, good. Okay. So I was in charge of all that. Running the kitchen, keeping them busy, games, parties. Shit, we had parties once a month. Went to Atlantic City, and then we had daytime. I had my radio. Somebody brought in 2 different record players. It depends. Some towns have them, some towns don't. I don't know what mine does over here. They practically wouldn't let me in the freaking door until I told her who I was. Some of them are just to give out shots. Some is where they serve Meals on Wheels. I don't see any buses pulling up to give people a ride. We did. We had our bus. We had three buses. And 2 drivers. Then we had 3 for a while. We lost Don. He was an older man. But yeah, there's a lot down here. Ow. Because it's a big state. Most of the time you gotta drive yourself. But what you see her eating in there, that's what I have. And that was the day job. And then taking everybody food shopping to the doctors, stuff like that. Atlantic City, all the parties. What else we do? Oh, trips to Atlantic City. All kinds of. Then they have the senior vacation clubs. And you can use the center to gather their rosary societies. They do bingo 3 nights a week. It's a whole thing. There's something happening every single day at that place. So that place is open day and night like ours was. Certain things we did at nights we did during the day, including Sundays. And every holiday we were open, having some kind of party. We had no days off. That's why we got all those stupid, crazy we get 2 days off for Flag Day. Groundhog's Day, because we're going to go stand in the park with a gopher. That was us, too. We had to do all that goofy town crap, Groundhog's Day, all this Flag Day, out there raising a flag, putting a new flag up for the year, doing all that. So, yeah, every time there's a town function or a parade or anything that's coming that you think out of the mayor's office are going to be on TV for the 30-second spot tonight on the 6 o'clock news, we were there doing that. Because there's only so many blizzards a year, and you got to keep busy in the summer. We were bored. That was our busiest time, all the summer trips. Then you have all the waterfront concerts like they do down here in the parks. They got the orchestras, then they got food trucks. They show movies for kids. In the summer, they do a drive-in movie like once a month. Anything like that, we did that shit too. The town festivals. They just had a huge 4th of July thing. Whenever the carnival comes to town, we were in charge of monitoring and running the whole shebang. Running the parking lot, running everything. Most of the time we would rent the rides ourselves. We didn't have like Amusements of America. We didn't like those people coming into our town. Hell no. So we did it ourselves. Talk about child trafficking. You know how many kids disappear when the circus comes to town? Especially Amusements of America. They're animals. Half of those people in there are all stolen children. They're pigs. I know the people who own it, so I can say it personally. Know them. And the man is an animal. He's like that jerk who pretended to kill himself, Epstein. All right? The guy who owns it is as bad as Epstein. And I knew his daughter. She's a pig, too. So, there you go. Chasing after little boys herself. The daddy probably molested her himself. Oh, good. I'm glad you're coming back. Sorry. Just wanted people to beware. Don't take your grandchildren to Amusements of America when that shit comes to town. You do not let them out of your sight in that place. Everybody running a ride is there to collect someone. Trust me. Yes, Jupiter is good. You just gotta watch the cops down there. They're not very friendly. They've been pretty quiet over here. Cocoa Beach, they got to put up with a lot. You don't want to be by the real touristy areas. If you see a lot of college kids, go the other way. Find some place more quiet and, say, middle-aged to hang out in. There's better police presence there. Under that bridge where we were, that's why the cops are there all the time. All the teenagers, all the high school kids are down there getting drunk, hanging high, hanging out. It's like Lover's Lane down there. They don't give a shit. There's 100 people running around. They're in the back of the car screwing. They don't give a shit. I was like sitting there laughing at 8 o'clock at night. All the windows are steamed up. Well, no one's been sleeping at 8 o'clock at night. There's a bunch of kids over there in the back seat, steaming up the windows. It's like dummies. Yeah. I want to get the car fixed and see the West Coast. I haven't been there in a long time. Like a really long time. Since I was a kid, probably. I was going to go to Lake Okeechobee, and then they said there's 30,000 alligators living in it that they got tagged. They don't even know how many are in there. That's just the 30,000 they tagged. And then we got, I don't know if you heard about the sharks. There's a pack of 22 sharks. They broke in half. 11 of them were swimming in the river right here where we were, down in Jupiter under that bridge. I went to call Morgan, and she said she was leaving. I said, good. I said, don't let the dogs, in the river. We got fucking sharks. It was all over the radio. People got bit. They jumping on jet skis, attacking people in the river right here where we were sitting, swimming in it, where Miles pulled her out. Okay, where Miles pulled her out, she was already gone. She wasn't there anymore. No, I know. I can't drive that far with the car. Mm-mm. I got a 10-minute limit, and the car's got to get shut off. I won't be able to get there till sometime next month. Because I got to figure out what I'm going to do because I got a hurricane. I can't be driving 10 minutes at a time. I was supposed to put away $300 this month. I was just talking with Stacy Lynn and Jack saying I got to have at least $200 to $300 in the bank for gas and evacuating. Now there's 2 disturbances off of Mexico. Again, I don't know what side they're on. If they're on California or are they on the Texas side. That other one was freaking me out. I thought it was coming this way. I was like, God, please, the cat, the thing. I've got no gas again. I keep getting caught with the hurricanes with a half a tank of gas. Like $2. Last time I had $10 with Earl. I took everything out of the shed that I could find to pawn. And I got $120. At least I had a half a tank of gas and a couple of bucks. I can drive 15 minutes at a time, and I got to turn the car off for an hour and a half to 2 hours for the engine to cool off. And I didn't know if, when I'm done driving the car for the day, say if I'm going to park all day and I'm not going to move it. Say from like 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, right? I could take the battery cables off and detach it from the battery, and I don't know, putting them on and off is going to end up shorting out that part that clicks when I move the negative cable. So it's from the negative cable. I tried moving the positive. It doesn't make the noise. It's the negative cable that makes the clicking sound, and then the car turns back on, and I got electricity. So somewhere in the negative cable line. Oh, good. Well, not good. I mean, just for now. I need a couple of more, I need 3 more weeks. I have to get that money put away, and then I'm going to find out after I get Mouse back. I'm going to better frame of mind. I don't want to walk into a mechanic with, like this, okay? I need to have my wits about me in this place because I don't know these people, and it's a privately owned place, but they got their own shirts and they look like a franchise. They're trying to, like, you know what I mean? But supposedly they're very cheap, they're very good, and they got a really good reputation. I looked them up online. Everybody loves them. So, uh, it's a private garage, but they're trying to look nice, wearing like the Pep Boys shirts kind of thing. They're all wearing the same shirts and the shit, golf shirts. So they're trying to do a cheap, upscale, nice shop like Firestone. So we'll see. There's only like 3 of them around, and that other guy, I forget, I have the names. They don't answer the phone. I went by the address, and there's nothing there. So he probably closed during COVID. The guy said he hasn't sent anybody over there for a while. I said, okay. He said, but this is where he was, and there's nothing there. Yeah, it has to be, because it's right there. Yeah, the post office. That's what I'm doing on Thursday. That was due the day before Mouse was going in, so I haven't answered or called them. So when on the 13th, next Thursday, I gotta go to the post office, pay for my post office boxes. Right now, they're just holding on to my mail till Thursday, and then I pay for the post office box. They'll turn it back on, and then I go pick up the iPad. I think it's like $40 I gotta pay for the tax. So that's all I had to do was pay tax and walk out the door. So I said, okay, I'll do it. I got a lot of spaghetti and shit. I have enough canned food. I stocked up for cans, so in case... Oh, okay. I stocked up on a lot of canned food for the last, like, 3-4 weeks when hurricane season started. So I had enough stuff in the car that all I needed was water. Gas and water. And that's it. I have enough food for like 2 weeks in cans to last me. Because even when you go to the FEMA shelters down here, they don't provide food. We did. I had 5,000 people in that shelter pass through, and we fed every single person. But this is a big state. I can imagine how many shelters there are down here. We had maybe 100. They probably got, 10,000? Designated. Brevard County is a big state, big county. So is Dade, and the other side where you guys are in Fort Myers. I don't know how many shelters there gotta be here. Because the churches don't do it. I asked the lady at the church, because it's all concrete, low-profile church. I said, is this an evacuation center? She goes, no, 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 don't come here. She goes, no, we don't do that. I was like, okay. No, you staying home, screw everybody else, right? See you Sunday if we're still alive. I was like, damn. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be paying that Thursday morning. I get everything done. Uh, I also did that because I knew I only had like 4.5 days to wait for round 2. Um, because the woman at the place, she charging me for the cremation, but I don't think she charged me for the shots because there was supposed to be a lot more, and it wasn't. She took off like 150. It's supposed to be like 480, and I paid 3. I don't know what I didn't pay for. It must have been the exam and the euthanasia. She just, I think, made me pay for the cremation and the little... You actually have to pay for the temporary little container they put them in, and it's so cute. Where do you see it? I'm gonna find something else, but for now, it's really cute. And I forget how much that... It was like $30 or something like that, but it was like $250 for the cremation, and So $25 for the container. All right, there you go. And there was no tax. Yeah, everybody's been having those problems. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was wondering why the churches don't get involved in, you know, I don't know, the hurricane. At least it gets everybody in one place. But some of these churches are old. But some of the ones that are in those big buildings, a lot of them took over like an old Home Depot or a Lowe's, and they're pretty sturdy buildings. They hold up pretty well, especially the one by me. Nothing's ever happened to that one. The gas stations take a beating over here. Oof. And the signs disappear, but oh yeah. It was supposed to be almost $500. It was supposed to be $480, and she only charged me, it was like three. 295, 275. It was just at like $10 under 300. I don't even remember. I didn't even get a receipt. There's no receipt. So I was like, that's it? Are you sure? I'm not going to do anything when I come back, right? Like, yes, like, damn. And she goes, no, that's it. I was like, okay. And she had asked me some questions and stuff, and I said something about meeting Daddy, waiting for you. Oh, that's what I forgot. The Wawa incident. He ripped my heart out. So I told her what happened. I lost Richard and the baby. And I thought this woman was going to just lose it. And now she still had to give him the shot. We're looking at the face. I said, when we do it on my face, I almost had her not being able to do it. I said, I got to stop. I'm making it worse for her. Just relax. Say it to yourself later. I'm just making this harder on this woman having to kill this little face. So, so we were in Wawa, and he was freaking out, scratching at the window. Ma, ma, screaming and yelling and just trying to get out the window. And then he jumped into the windshield and was scratching at the windshield. I thought he was chasing him off. No. Eesh. Get ready for the fucking tissues. Then I went in, got what I wanted, came back out. So I'm sitting there, a guy starts walking out. He freaks out all over this guy, sticking his arm out the window like this, waving with his mouth to the window that was cracked open, screaming at him. I turn to look. He looked just like Richard, his friggin' twin. The guy shut the door. He freaked. He started, nah! And now he's got both hands trying to get, like, we're over here. Where are you going? He looked at me like when he drove away, and he just sat there watching the car drive away. It was a silver car. That was the color of his car. Oh, it took him days to get over that guy driving away. He was so sad and just laid his head on the thing and looked like, Ma, like this, and kept looking out the window like, why aren't you pissed? Why'd you let him go? I was like, holy, I was just standing there. My mouth was hanging open. Like, damn. Oh, geez. Yeah, I know. You got to get an appointment, right? Because they're too busy. What veterinarian is not taking new patients? What is he, a primary care? I heard that like 5 times on the phone. I want to punch somebody. It's like, dude, how many dogs are in there? Come on. I'm rereading. Poor Jack's Mrs. Pepper. I'm reading. Am I? 55. Wrinkle. Yeah. Then what I did was I called the wrong place. I called the Humane Society. Oh boy, you would have thought I was the freaking devil. Oh, that woman was so rude to me on the phone, and I didn't know until I went back on their website, and it said, "We are not a kill shelter," in giant letters this big across the screen. I was like, oh shit, I called the wrong place. It was the Animal Humane Shelter. Those are the ones who do what you ask. They'll save them or they'll help you. One or the other. They got one side is for saving and checkups and shots, and the other two that right there, right in the lobby, euthanasia suites. That's their thing. Oh yeah. Well, they're not in charge of the cremation. Only the shot. They only get paid for the shot. They don't make any money off the cremation. What they make off of you is when you buy the urns for $265. It's about as big as your phone. A little wooden box, like a little teeny tiny jewelry box like that. $189 made out of balsa wood. I was like, oh, you people are just ripping people off. It's like those little boxes you see in the dollar store, and they threw some lacquer on it, and they're going to put a little brass plaque that costs $99. Why? Because it's 50 cents a letter to do the engraving. It's ridiculous. I have a whole bunch of the pamphlets I was looking at. She goes, well, take some and take a look. I said, honey, I'm making, and I told her what I make. I said, and how, she goes, how are you paying for this? I said, I'm giving you my entire check. That's it. You're getting like 60% of my check right now. It's 480, right? It was this for this. And she said, like, oh, wow. I said, that's it. I said, don't worry. I got the church and the thing. I got myself hooked up. So I said, I used to do Meals on Wheels, so I know where to go get free food. I'm cool. I said, but I'm not going to be real hungry for about a week or two, so I'm going to be fine and snacking in my sandwiches, so it's going to be all right. And then when she came back again after the thing, and we were there for over an hour, the whole thing, we started at 11, we were done about 10 after 12. When I got out of there, it was about quarter after. When I got in the car, I looked at the phone, about quarter after 12. That's when she came back in, and I heard her talking with a man. And then she came back to get the money, and then she said, no, it's like 280. That's it. I said, that's it. I said, what, for today? I said, how much to pick them up? She goes, no, that's it. That's it. And she grabbed my hand. That's all you owe. I said, okay. I said, okay. So the vets didn't charge me a dime. I had to pay the state of Florida for the cremation. It's done with a separate company. It has nothing to do with the veterinary hospital. They're a third party, just like people. It's run by the government. It's a federal facility. There, you have to be licensed, bonded, and sure, it's crazy just to have to do this because you can only do it once every couple of days. Pets, because their bodies are smaller, don't have as many toxins in them as we do from having medicine and all kinds of whatever is wrong with us. Our bone dust is more toxic than an animal's. So, plus it's 10 times the amount going into the air. I learned a lot during 9/11. Ugh. It took me 45 days to wait for my mother. My mother sat in the freezer for 45 days. That pissed me off. Also because they did a lot of testing and shit on her and hmm, yeah. Yeah. Captain Jack, Medicine Man. He did good. We were trying everything. Everybody was sending, he sent me stuff. We tried everything. Ow. I gotta move again. Ow. My ass. 140. We're still going. They had asked me how to have a place in my backyard to bury him, you know. Oh, ow. And I said, no, not anymore. She didn't ask any questions, and I didn't say why. I said, we're not allowed to do that. I said, he's going to ride on the dashboard, his favorite spot. She started laughing. I said, I'm not kidding you. He's going right in the dashboard of the car. He's not leaving the car. Ow, that lays sideways. I need to fix my bed. No, it's hard with pets. We ended up losing one after the other. We had 3. That was hard. Very hard. One at a time. They were all roughly the same age. And it's hard to judge with animals. I'm reading. Just scrolling through the little comments. It's poor Pepper. Her Pepper Potts. I call her Pepper Potts. Yes, Iron Man. So we have to change Jack's name to Iron Man and Pepper Potts. I got something to drink. I think I need a fan. I sweat to death here. Yeah, it's better shot than up my nose. Yeah. I was like, Richard, I think it was 21 years before he went to the doctor. He had no health insurance for over 20 years. Hadn't been to the doctor. He was afraid to go too. They have that crazy heart disease in his family. I seriously really thought he was joking until his mother sat me down and told me that no one in their family ever lived long enough to collect Social Security. She goes, I know everybody's worried about you getting sick and dying on him. His mother's like, I don't know, sweetie. You need to understand. I'm dying now. She was... When did she die? She was 56. No one in his family lives past 60. And most of the men die earlier than the women. And she wanted me to know that. She goes, there's a good chance you two are either going to die one right after the other at the same time. She goes, but there's a possibility he could die before you, especially working with the toxic chemicals he worked with for 27 years. He's been working in that place with those chemicals, making fur coats since he was 19 years old. It was crazy, almost 30 years doing that job with those chemicals. And most of the men who died in his shop ended up either getting prostate cancer or dying of a heart attack. The heart disease problem. Plus he had it in his family. That's why I wanted him out of that stupid place. I said, you're just pressing your luck. What are you, playing Russian roulette? You got your hands in all kinds of benzene, chlorine, crazy crap, and you guys got heart issues? What are you doing? Yeah, you guys came up with some really good solutions. It kept him eating. He was hungry up until that morning. Not even pooping, but he was hungry. I gave him little teaspoons, just enough. And then I mixed the tuna fish with water to make it pasty, so he wasn't chewing chunks. I watered it down into like a pate, the mushy cat food, like he likes to lick everything. So I was making tuna fish pate in the thing and smashing it in the water. And that was okay. I stopped all that stupid cat food treats and stuff. I threw them out. He loved them, but yeah. Oh, the Chinese food place just closed and the Indian restaurant just closed. Every single strip mall down here has Thai and Chinese, Japanese and Hindu, or any combination of the four there. Yes, everybody seems very nice. I'm glad everybody talks amongst yourselves too, you know. That's why I said if you want to do some crazy ass meetup, we can rent out a campground. I know a place that's real cheap. And then I thought this was funny. This could be a free. Listen to this. This is a freebie meetup. Won't cost anybody anything except food. We all meet up at a Walmart. We stay there till 11 o'clock when they close. Then we leave. We find a Cracker Barrel. We hang out in their parking lot till 4 in the morning with our freaking camping chairs. Go in for breakfast or have dinner there. Pull in early, have dinner, hang out at the Cracker Barrel all freaking night, spend the night, and then go back to the park. Oh, and you get the real van life experience. You go from the park to Walmart. When they close, then you go over to Cracker Barrel, then back to the park in the morning, or in for breakfast. You don't have to worry about cooking. You can barbecue in the park too. They got a million barbecues everywhere, and giant pavilions. You don't even need to rent the campground. We just won't have electricity. I have to figure that one out. I know, my baby. And the last night I kept looking up. Like, I'm so used to seeing him walking back and forth and flicking his tail. And every time something hit, I swear to God, I saw him walk across the dashboard. And I started crying. And I went to talk. I keep forgetting he's not there. And he's been so quiet, sleeping. I went to get the tuna fish out to open the can. I actually bought another one yesterday. It'll be a while before I stop buying tuna fish and forget running in and out. I've been running in and out of the stores, forgetting that I can stay in there now a little while. So I went back to the car. I dropped the stuff off. I said, you know what, let me go walk around Goodwill for a minute. It was really hot. And this rain was coming. So I just went from store to store in the strip mall. Going down. I picked the good strip malls where I can just go from store to store to store. Walk around in the air conditioner when it's really too hot. It's been bad. Wednesday was a beautiful day after I dropped them off. It was nice, and so was Thursday. It was nice and cool and it was breezy. They had the boat races. Guys came and the guys with the airplane showed up. It was a busy day that day, and it was good. I didn't even want to be there. And our spot's been open since Tuesday, since 4th of July. Those people never came back. I think they left. I'm hoping. Yeah, I know. Wait, yeah. Yeah, well, that'll be Christmas. And don't listen to them when they say November 1st it's over. Oh, hell no. We had some crazy-ass storms for Christmas, too. It's like never... I don't think hurricane season's ever ending. Well, they got $12 meals. Well, we could DoorDash it. We could have Pizza Hut delivered to the parking lot in Cracker Barrel. Would really piss them off. Have pizza and Chinese delivered. You give an address. They'll laugh their ass off when they show up. I bet you we can do it. You can have it. Oh, you can have DoorDash delivered to the beach. To the beach. To the beach, to the hotels, to the state parks. Pretty much anywhere. But they made DoorDash and food delivering to the beach. They just won't deliver groceries. But if you can order any kind of food, they're putting on an app on their things for the state parks and the local beaches here. All you have to do is meet them outside by your car. It's pretty cool. They made the announcement yesterday. Yeah, I know. It's just a routine. You've never been to a Cracker Barrel. Good. All right, Shannon. We'll grab some food and have it delivered. Screw Cracker Barrel. They're too expensive. They were just going to sleep there. Or we go sleep with that lady. Did I tell you about the woman who's been in the same parking space in Walmart since March? She hasn't moved. She has not moved since April. Since what? When I came back. April, May, June. Yeah. The end of March when I came back here for the doctors and stuff. And I haven't left. That lady's been parked in the same parking space. I'm thinking she's actually working for Walmart. She might be, and they're just letting her stay. But there's 4 other cars in the same spot every morning, every night. They never leave. They're not making them leave. I'm wondering if they're employees who lost their houses. But this one lady has out-of-state plates. I don't want to say what plates, but it's fairly close to Florida. And she hasn't moved. She sits outside with a lawn chair. I'm sure she shops every day in there. No, the interlopers disappeared for a while. And there's some kooky old people. That lady's crazy. So we've had the spot since they okayed the appointment for Mouse. It's been open every day. So we were there. We spent the last 2 days there, and then the morning of, we got there at 6 o'clock. We sat by this giant squirrel tree where there's like 500 squirrels living in this giant tree. I have to take a better video of it. Looks like this crazy Harry Potter tree. The roots on this thing come out of the ground. They're all over the place. It's a cool tree. Looks like something out of a book or a movie. Yeah. Yeah, you need some place that's fairly busy. They don't really care about the grocery stores. Publix is letting people stay. A lot of people stay in the one Publix near this other place. And I take a ride sometimes because it's cool at night. And I forgot to get gas and stuff the other night. And they have the 24-hour gas stations over here. So if I get bored, I just take a ride and use the bathroom and shit. But there's people all over. These parking lots are mob. This one today, there were 15 cars. They just spontaneously pulled up, got out in the parking lot, hung out under the trees, and there's a big like little pond, but it's from the rainwater. These people went in the water. It's like mosquito haven. Oh, it's like, what are you doing in there? The birds are, it's grass that's just got too much water. They think it's like a little lake. They came out and walked up. They were soaking wet. I said, these idiots were in this water? Oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. Freaking bird poop central over there. Plus a million mosquitoes. But down where we were when I was with Morgan, none of the Sam's Club had but it was kind of a shithead area where they were just picking on everybody. We were on the wrong side of the bridge at that point. Had we gotten on the other side of the bridge, it would have been a lot easier. But you just gotta watch what kind of county you're in. But you got to stay out of the bigger brand names like Target, Walmart. Don't hang out in the Walgreens. A lot of people I see sleeping in banks. Are you stupid? They're gonna come and harass you. Don't sleep at a bank. You know, sleep in front of friggin' Subway or friggin' Taco Bell. They don't care about those places. And those were the most crowded places. Culver's, the fried chicken place. Everybody was in Kentucky Fried Chicken. When that Culver's closed by where we were hanging out, there were like 50 cars pulled in. There were old ladies sleeping on the sidewalk outside the Publix entrance. Now, the employees would come in the night shift about 1 in the morning, 1 to 5, and then the crew would come in to open up for 6. This one old lady was sleeping outside with her sleeping bag every single night. They just left her there. They didn't care. Nobody gave a shit. They don't care over there by the little food stores. But Walmart, Target, the big stuff, no, you can't do that. And there's too many cops around the Walmarts. Everybody's like doing stupid crap. There's a lot of fighting going on still. And then some of the church parking lots, there's been a lot of cops hanging out in there. First I thought it was for speeding, but every once in a while we get threats down there where they're gonna like shoot up the churches or something. So then all of a sudden you see 2 or 3 cop cars in each church. Okay. Hey. Alright, we're up to 2 hours. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't mess with Walmart. Just the little one where they're letting you do it, not the big one. The big ones have been scary places to hang out. They've lost control of the 2 areas and the 2 big Walmarts, and this little one is right by the college, so there's a lot of cops around. A lot of undercover cops around. And I'll tell you right now, there are a lot of undercover cops hanging out in vans. They hang out looking like meth addicts. What they do is disgusting. What these undercover drug cops do, they're soaked in urine, their own pee. They pee in a bottle all day while they're driving around, so that at night when they're stumbling around looking like they're high, trying to catch the kids doing meth and heroin out here, they take their pee bottle from all day long, watching who they're gonna bust tonight, pour it all over them pants, and they walk around in pee-soaked clothes. They don't bathe for like a week or 2 at a time. They stink so bad. Oh, you would never know the cops. They never in a million years know these guys are cops. When they took their badges out in the friggin' racetrack that day, I was like, holy shit. Now they don't let them in because it was awful. They were walking in with their badges and their stuff, you know. So now they pull up and they call in, and the girl comes out, gets the money, goes inside, gets what they want, and brings it to them. So they don't have to even get out of the car. They go to great lengths down here, these cops. I don't know how they live like that. Ugh. Imagine what that car smells like driving around in it all day with 2 of them. Jesus. Because they're living in it, you know? They're living in that car, in those clothes, for weeks at a time, trying to bust these guys. They're also trying to catch children being stolen down here like crazy. It's summertime. It's the second popular pastime. No. It's freaking sad. And I'm wondering why I can't find a place to live. This is insane. And I told you I called a couple of places in Jersey, and they said it's like there are riots in the streets. They're not even putting it on the news. People getting robbed and shot like outside my apartment building. I told you all my friends who were cops all quit. Everybody's working for the town is gone. There's most of the older people are there, and everybody who was my age, who like took their parents' jobs, they all walked out. I started a mutiny. They probably, no wonder they freaking hate me. And some of the biggest ones of all, who were about to become chief of police, just, I quit and walked out. Just packed up, sold his house, and went north, like Maine or something. I forget where they went. And a whole bunch of other ones went too. It's like everybody followed my lead and ran out the door. I was like, no wonder they're pissed at me. All my friends did it right after me and Rich left. They said, well, they left. I'm out of here too. What the hell? But they couldn't take it. The cops and a lot of the firemen quit. They're being attacked. They're being, my friend, he was in Union, West New York, New Jersey. Was it Diaz? I have to remember the last name. It was all over the news down here because they had relatives here. Friend of mine from high school, his younger brother became a cop. That's when they were calling 911 about like 9 months ago, and then the cops were showing up for domestic abuse things. And the minute they came in the door, they were shooting them, executing them. All right, remember that? My friend's brother, he was rookie cop. He got shot. They saved him. I don't know how they saved him, but they did. He was dying. He was terminal. He was in the critical ward unit for weeks. They wouldn't even let his wife and children see him. Now, his brother is a detective. A detective couldn't get in to see his brother, the rookie. They refused to let him in. And I was like, and you're blaming the family? You think you had the family set up to kill your younger brother? No, it was the two in the apartment. There was hundreds of pounds of drugs in there. It was the thing. They were part of a gang. It was part of their initiation. Let's put it that way. He had to kill somebody. You want to be in the gang, kill that cop, make that phone call. Both of them went to jail, the girl and the guy. The girl for making the phone call and the guy for shooting him. He killed the guy in the couch, but the guy got him twice right through the vest. He had armor-piercing bullets, went right through his Kevlar vest, like butter. And he lived. I couldn't believe it. It took us, like, I think it was 2 months to find out whether he was still alive. We knew he was in the hospital, but was he dead? Was he not? It was disgusting what they did to his family. But I think that was right at the time when I came down with Morgan. It just happened. And they're like, don't come back to Jersey. Just stay where you are. I was like, okay. We're gonna vote. We're gonna write in Commander Jack for president in the next election when you have the write-in section. I want to be vice president. I don't want to be in charge anymore. I don't want to be president. I changed my mind. I'm taking down my Jayne Wayne for president. I want to be vice president. They don't do anything. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Yeah, I know. Whole Foods is going out of business because they're too much. They're ridiculous. And Walmart, I'll put up a thing, only has one kind of gas, 87 octane, and it doesn't have the 89 and the 93. It says until further notice. They're no longer selling those two gas. And gas went from 309 a gallon last night at 11 o'clock. I said, all right, I grab it in the morning. It started raining. At 6 o'clock in the morning, it was $3.50 a gallon. Yeah, that's a big jump. 50 cents in 5 hours. It wasn't even past midnight when they must have raised the price. So that's raising the price within 24 hours of the set price. And that's against the law. They're not supposed to change it that fast. It's bad. Hello, Chef Shade Tree. How are you? What are you up to? How have you been since we all last spoke? Wow. Oh, $2.91. We're moving to Texas. Could you pump your own gas? We need oil wells in Florida. That'll be next. DeSantis should have worked on that. Get an oil rig in Florida. Gotta be oil underneath this sand somewhere, right? Got plenty of it. I'm glad you're doing well. Hey, Carol. How are you? Ah, I didn't know California pumped their gas. So why is it like $9 a gallon out there? It's fucking crazy. And everybody's getting stuck with their electric cars down there. I mean here, all over the place, because there's not enough of those things. And they're having problems with all of the electric plugs working. They're not charging the cars right. Only the old-fashioned ones work, the very first original ones. All the brand new ones, they're all breaking down. I don't think they can take the salt. The batteries are probably corroding inside those machines. Either that or we're sucking all the electricity out using the air conditioners. They're going to turn our air off. Oh, good. Thank you. Pretty good. It's listening. It's getting busy in the parking lot now. Still sad. Can't breathe. My eyes are all puffy and swollen. Jesus. Oh, wow. There were an accident, or were they just relieving the pressure and turning it off on you guys? Because that's always fun. It was like when we started turning off the electricity on each other, turning off our power grids, New York and New Jersey, fighting each other up there. That's when we had that whole Krispy Kreme, that jerk. Hate that. Oh. I can't believe that he went through Hurricane Sandy and no one assassinated that freaking jerk. Krispy Kreme. Yes, that's the name we gave him, because every time he was walking around from FEMA site to FEMA site, he was walking around with donuts and he was covered in white powder. This man just ate his way from site to site. Everybody hated him. Wow. Oils. So if it's $71 a barrel, why the hell did they raise it last night? It should have went down. I must admit, this car does very well on gas mileage. It's amazing. Even driving, we were driving back and forth, up and down, it gets excellent gas mileage. I drove 11 and a half hours. I was going to a rally, but you weren't allowed to spend the night. So I showed up on Thursday for Sunday. I had no choice. I turned around. I wasn't prepared to stay. Like that, down there was no place to stay. So it was like outlawed. That was the beginning of the governor and ex-president feud that was about to begin. He actually blocked everybody from staying. And you couldn't, nobody, they were like kicking people out of town. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. The pre-show's coming. So between sightseeing and the traffic, I drove for over 12 hours on a full tank of gas on this car. That's a long time to go with all this weight. And I was loaded for bear. I was going to stay for almost a week. So I was packed in here. I could barely sleep in. I couldn't even like sleep in the back because I had all this shit to set up the little campsite when I got there. Yeah, okay. So 11 and a half, 12 hours on a full tank of gas. This car is very good when she's happy. Yeah. So of course they were. Yeah, we'd be back to $1.50 like we were. We the lowest we got in that October was $1.48 a gallon. I filled up the car. I went home. I said, "Where are those gas cans?" He says, "Why? How much is the gas?" I said, $1.48. He goes running past me out the door, grabs the two huge gas cans, throws me fucking cash in the car. Go fill them up. Just fill them up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I said, "It's going to be $6 a gallon next week." He said, "That's why I'm telling you, go back and get some before they raise the price again." He said, "It probably went up to $5 while you came home." I said, "If I had the money, I would have bought some gas cans and filled them up." There was a two can limit. You're not supposed to pump more than that because everybody's got boats and motorcycles and jet skis and all the watercraft. So they actually asked you not to come and fill up 60 things plus all the lawn guys. They got all the gas powered stuff. Weed whackers. There's a million people cutting grass. You know how much gas we go through just on cutting weeds down here? My God. We need our own pumps in Florida to just be able to cover the gas to cut the grass. It's fucking crazy. Damn, it's still hot though. I'm just peeking. I'm busy talking shit to you guys, but I haven't been watching. Okay. I have all the windows covered up. I have a couple places I can peek out and see. But I'm in my favorite spot. Yeah. Just imagine all the gas we use. The lawnmower, the weed whacker, the blower, because everything is gas powered. There's so much acreage. They don't make an extension cord long enough. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, Christmas lights. These are little pearls. Oh, my light went out. Don't buy these at Home Depot. See this? That's been in the sun for 9 hours. And it went out. I thought it was going to make the perfect night light for the car. I had no lights. You know what happened? It rained all day and it was cloudy. Couldn't charge nothing. It was just black lightning and thunder. And then it would pour. And then just a steady rain. Little. All right. Little rain. Just, all day. And then it would pour and thunder and lightning. And then it would stop. So we're down to little pearl lights I got in the Dollar General because this one just blew out. I just realized it got dark in here. It was a little brighter before. When it's too bright in here, I can't read. It's like somebody's holding a flashlight in my eyes. I need it a little darker to actually see these letters going on down here. Home. Wait, show the Home Depot. Yeah. Wait, what Home Depot? Oh, the light. Hold on. It's barely glowing. It's one of these, the garden lights. But this one is the Better Homes and Garden. It's like thick glass inside. There was $7 and it's really pretty. And it only lasted 2.5 hours. By the time the sun went down, they turned it on. But normally this worked good. The first 2 days I had it, it was still like that little glow, like a night light. It went from lighting up the whole van like a spotlight to when it peters out a night light. And it was still kind of going in the morning. But it's not kind of working right. It could be that just the battery inside is shot. I can get another one. It's been on in Home Depot and getting worn out for I don't know how long in the warehouse. So I was gonna look for little rechargeable solar batteries. But it's really nice. It's heavy, it weighs a ton, and that's solid thick glass. Almost like those glass blocks that they put the shower walls in. That kind of glass. Only it's a cup. And this whole thing comes off the top. Hold on. I don't know if I can get that off. No, probably not. Ow, that phone is hot. No, it won't come off. But the top comes off. I just pop the top off and stick it on the roof. It's been hot. Yeah, 75 at night, but the humidity's been 75%. It's a sweat box. I'm soaked. It's nice and cold out, but it's like a hot shower. Steamy bathroom after a shower. The tropical storm, the humidity has hit us and it's just never leaving. It's been like this for 3 days, and then we get a dry day in between. Oh, that's it? I thought they were supposed to last longer. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It was only going down. They said 75, but it's hot. It's really steep. Just my forehead is sweating like crazy. And the breeze just died. It's been windy all day. But you can feel the summer tropical heat coming. The other morning, all the frost, the dew came off the water, and it's like 5 feet up. I should pull into the park. You're just walking through a wave of smoke and fog. I was like, oh, here we go. It's getting a bit much. Where you're just sitting and sweating. There's a nice cold breeze, but it's just sticky. You're praying for the cold air to blow by you. Yeah, wait, what? Oh, lighting. Lightning? I know my face it's this stupid light. I don't know what it is. I probably got sunburned today. No. Fairy lights. Look. I don't know why you can't see them. They're too bright. They're little pearls on a wire. There you go. The cheapo thing. I'll show you. See? I just stuck it to the ceiling. It's a little box. That's it. They're battery operated. I think it's supposed to be like a necklace, or you put it in a flower arrangement. It was like $3.99 in Dollar General. They're really bright. It's only 2 double A's. Okay, thank you. I was hoping. So you see those little crappy lights in Dollar General? They, I think it's called accent lights. They're pearls on a wire with itty bitty little LED lights on it. Yeah, I think it's cooler a little bit here. Oh, okay. All right, then I was expecting too much of the lights. So then it ran about exactly from 8:30 to, oh shit, it's 12 o'clock. I'm trying to see what time it was. My eyes are blurry. Yes, I saw they come in all different colors. They're really cute. They have it all the time. They're in their garden section, like with all that crazy little, in a little plastic container. Like they keep their Christmas lights in that little paper plastic they staple together, like the Christmas lights come in. They have all kinds of cute little accent lights, and so I always like looking through their little junk bins. Well, they have the little fairies and miniature stuff. Like they're always near the gardening section or the barbecue section. So wherever they have all the stuff for the yard with the garden gnomes, that's where these little lights are a lot. And then I look in the clearance bin all the time over there. That's where I found them. I think actually they were $3.99 because I think the regular price was $7. Kind of a bit much for $7, but they're really nice. They light up the whole van. That's the only light on in the van, is these lights. Wait. They do, and they run on battery. These are the same batteries. I've had them a long time. They don't take a lot. Okay, we're gonna say night-night. 2 hours, 22 minutes. Not bad run for the first time. That's what I just realized it's midnight. Okay. So now we can do this again. I'll throw up some videos. And what I'll do is... Good night, everybody. Good night, Jack. When I get the mouse, I'll let you know when we go live during the week. Okay. All right, we're good to go. The first beta test went good. I can't believe we made it this far, and it didn't even crap out only twice, and that's because I moved with the phone. That was me knocking me off. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Tea Lover. Goodbye, Mr. Sunshine, Mrs. Sunshine. Night, Jack. Thank you. Oh, good. Good night, Shannon. And check out that rainbow video. The short I just put up is really cool. I will. I'm tired now. Thank you. Getting it off my chest was easy. Thank you. Love you guys. I'll talk to you during the week. I'll make some videos. And then we'll have edited crazy stuff to look forward to. We're going to have some fun with that. At least it'll keep me busy, you know. Give me something to do. New things to learn. I will. Good night, Rare Breeds. I'll see you guys later. All right, I'm signing off. I think we got everybody who's still here. If I didn't, I'll catch you later. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.